In a captivating conversation with Lex Fridman, Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared valuable insights into his life, leadership, and vision for India's future. Speaking openly and clearly, Modi touched on everything from his childhood and the Gujarat riots to India's complex relationships with Pakistan, China, and his bond with former US President Donald Trump.
My birthplace is in Gujarat, specifically in North Gujarat, in Mehsana district, in a small town called Vadnagar. Historically, this town holds great significance. And so, Vadnagar is where I was born and completed my early education. Looking at the world as I understand it today, I can reflect on my childhood.
So, what did Modi speak on his childhood and leadership? Well, reflecting on his early years in Vadnagar, Gujarat, Modi discussed how lessons of discipline and hard work shaped his leadership. He emphasized his ongoing commitment to staying connected with people and prioritizing their needs. Yes, he did speak on the Gujarat riots. What did he say?
The perception that these were the biggest riots ever is actually misinformation. If you review the data from before 2002, you'll see that Gujarat faced frequent riots. Curfews were constantly being imposed somewhere. Communal violence could erupt over trivial issues, like kite flying contests or even minor bicycle collisions. Before 2002, Gujarat witnessed over 250 significant riots. The riots in 1969 lasted nearly 6 months. So, there was a long history, long before I was in the picture.
Addressing the sensitive topic of the 2002 Gujarat riots, Modi shared the challenges he faced as the chief minister, reiterating his commitment to peace and justice while acknowledging the pain caused by the riots. In fact, he stressed that his focus has always been on ensuring India remains united and peaceful. He did speak on Pakistan, betrayal, and hostility.
Like I mentioned, my first attempt at improving bilateral relations was when I invited my Pakistani counterpart to my swearing in. It was a gesture of goodwill. It was a diplomatic gesture unlike any in decades. The very people who once questioned my approach to foreign policy were taken aback when they learned I had invited all SARC heads of state and our then president, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, beautifully captured that historic gesture in his memoir. This was a testament to how clear and confident India's foreign policy had become. This sent a clear message to the world about India's commitment to peace and harmony.
On Pakistan, Modi was direct, calling the relationship one of betrayal and hostility. He criticized Islamabad's support for cross border terrorism and highlighted how India's consistent efforts for peace have been undermined by Pakistan's aggressive actions. On China and Xi Jinping, Modi delved into India's relationship with China, particularly the ongoing border tensions and his interactions with President Xi Jinping, while advocating for dialogue. Modi emphasized that India will never tolerate aggression or compromise on its territorial integrity.
Our relationship should remain just as strong in the future. It should continue to grow. Of course, differences are natural when two neighboring countries exist. Occasional disagreements are bound to happen, even within a family. Not everything is always perfect. But our focus is to ensure that these differences don't turn into disputes. That's what we actively work toward. Instead of discord, we emphasize dialogue. Because only through dialogue can we build a stable, cooperative relationship that serves the best interests of both nations.
And yes, on Donald Trump, he had praise for resilience. This is one of the podcast's most poignant moments, And it came when Modi spoke about his friendship with former US President Donald Trump. Modi praised Trump's resilience, noting that he was, quote unquote, far more prepared during his second term with a more strategic approach to global challenges that helped strengthen India US relations.
When he was shot during the recent campaign, I saw the same resilient and determined President Trump, the one who walked hand in hand with me in that stadium. Even after being shot, he remained unwaveringly dedicated to America. His life was for his nation. His reflection showed his America First spirit, just as I believe in nation first. I stand for India first. And that's why we connect so well. These are the things that truly resonate.
And yes, on technology and India's future, Modi did speak about this entire issue. Looking to the future, Modi shared his vision for India, focusing on the transformative role of technology, especially artificial intelligence. He discussed how India's digital revolution is empowering citizens and positioning the nation as a global leader in innovation. As for AI and innovation, the podcast also featured an intriguing AI generated voiceover of Prime Minister Modi created by 11 Labs. This innovative technology sparked a broader conversation as well about the ethical implications and the future potential of AI in media and communication.
Thrive or progress sustainably. And that real intelligence exists abundantly in India's youth and talent pool.
So, Modi's conversation with Lex Fridman offered a rare, candid look into his leadership philosophy, his approach to international diplomacy, and it is not very often that we hear Mr. Modi speak about these issues candidly. His vision for India's future also featured prominently, along with his commitment to bring peace, innovation, and progress. Modi's leadership is defined by resilience and a deep commitment to India's growth. That seemed to be writ large on this podcast. As the podcast concluded, it was clear that Modi's unwavering determination to secure India's place as a global power is the cornerstone of his leadership.
And trust is the cornerstone of my governance model. Secondly, my governance flows beyond the ebb and flow of elections.